I'm like, I feel like I'm on the camera. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is take 2. Whew. Hi, everybody. No, I don't like that. That's too much. Hi. My name is Diamond, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Diamond's World. This is my first YouTube video. It has been a long time in the making. I have been wanting to make YouTube videos for a very long time, and that's a story in of itself. But here we are. I plan to make videos sharing my opinions on all things related to natural hair, sharing reflections on how my natural hair journey has been and how it's going to continue to go, and honestly just sharing stuff about everything else that interests me, such as mental health, mental well-being in general, some other my creative passions and endeavors, and just yeah, I mean, I don't have a perfect answer for exactly all the kinds of videos I'll be making, because I imagine that the channel will grow and evolve as I grow and evolve as a person. So the topic of today's video is accepting your natural hair. I'm going to share a bit about my story and how I've come to accept my natural hair, and I hope that some of what I say may resonate with some of you. Maybe you can relate to some parts of my story, and I hope to encourage some people who may be struggling to truly love and accept their natural hair as well. Alright, so I've been natural for about 9 years. I was doing the math the other day for this video, and I was like, wow, it's really been 9 years. Like, it's been a whole journey. I initially did my big chop in 2012, and I was about 17 years old, so I've been natural ever since. And when I first did it, to be honest, like, I cried. I really did. I was in the middle of, you put the conditioner in your hair so you could see the natural part and the straight part from your relaxer. I had a relaxer. And so I was in the mirror. They're cutting it. I actually ended up cutting my hair when only about 3 inches of my natural hair had grown out, because I wanted to wait till longer to. I'm sorry. I wanted to wait until it grew longer, but I was tired of just the hassle of washing my hair with 2 different textures. It was a no. So I was like, this gotta go. In the middle of me cutting it, I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what have I done? Like, I was like a little boy. It was a lot. So yeah, so when I first cut my hair off, to be honest, I wasn't really happy with it. Like, I was expecting some, 3C curly hair situation, and I got like 4AB, a little bit of C. Honestly, y'all, I had no reason to be expecting that hair type. I really didn't know what my hair type would look like, since I didn't have any like examples to go off of. But I expecting was the wrong word. It was more so like I was hoping to have type 3 curly hair, because that is the hair that I felt was desirable at the time. And I'll kind of get into that a little bit later in the video. But yeah, I played myself. I was just like, what am I supposed to do with this? I obviously did not know how to style my hair. No one in my immediate family at the time was natural, so I was really just on the journey solo and trying to figure it out. I would try to do styles to force my hair to be curly, so like wash and goes, finger coiling. I think I was mostly doing finger coiling, not really wash and goes, because I didn't know what I was doing at the time. But my hair wasn't, it wasn't becoming that curl that I wanted, and I was just really frustrated. I was really frustrated. Going natural at that time was also still pretty new. Cause this was around 20, or I felt like around the 2010s is when the natural hair movement just like kind of resurfaced, and it became a big community on YouTube and like on hair blogs and stuff, with people talking more about how to take care of and style natural hair and inspiring others to do so. So I was definitely part of that wave that was inspired to go natural, because I was seeing other people on YouTube and on blogs do it, and their hair looked great. It was absolutely flourishing, and I wanted that for myself. So yeah, so I didn't have the curly hair that I wanted. I was kind of alone in the journey and didn't have any like real support. Like, I had my friends really supported me. My family supported me to a certain extent, because it was a rough journey. And at least getting like my mom to like understand why I was cutting off my relaxer. Love you, Mom. My mom is actually natural now, so honestly, almost I think all the women in my family are natural now. So so that could be another video. So I didn't have anyone to directly relate to, and I was also living in a community where like the standard of beauty was these the like Latina looking girls with the loose curly hair and stuff. So I was just like all around feeling ugly, to just make a long story short. And it really took external validation for me to even begin this journey of accepting my hair. And I felt a bit embarrassed to admit that. Like when I was kind of writing out my thoughts for this video, I was just like, wow, like it really did start with other people was giving me compliments like, oh, your hair looks nice, all this. And like it would not only be my friends, but just random people on the street. And I was just shocked because I'm like, my hair look like a cotton ball. Like, what are you talking about? So it was kind of like, wow, well, if these people could see the beauty in my hair, then why can't I? I wanted this soft, glossy, loose, curly hair, but that simply was just not. That was not gonna happen. There was nothing I was gonna do that was gonna change the way my hair grew out of my scalp. I had to really ask myself, okay, why don't I like my hair so much? And the answer seems so obvious now that I'm older and I can look back on it. But it really all just stemmed from a lot of internalized racism. And to get a little more specific to hair, internalized texturism. Like with the idea of texturism, sort of like racism and colorism, there's like, a hierarchy, a standard of beauty. And with texturism, the straighter or more like loosely curled your hair is, the more good is considered, the argument with good hair and bad hair. And so that is what was happening to me. I felt like my hair fell under the bad hair category, with like, technically it did. According to the definitions, it did. But if I was going to truly love my hair and love the way I looked with it, I couldn't continue on with that definition of good hair and bad hair. I couldn't continue to operate in that binary. So yeah, in order for me to get out of that mindset, I knew I had to accept my hair the way it was. That is obviously so much easier said than done. And at the time, I wasn't even saying those words in my head. To be honest, I don't even know what I was saying. But all I knew was that I was tired of trying to force my hair to do something that I didn't want to do. Like, it was exhausting to like sit there and freaking coil my hair every couple days. Who has time for that? And trying to force my hair to like never be frizzy. Come on now. When you got type 4 hair, frizz is the name of the game. Like, it comes with territory, nothing you can do about it. And I had to really just like let go of trying to control my hair so much. And so instead of me focusing so much on trying to get these perfect curls and coils, I instead shifted my focus to like cultivating healthy hair. Focusing on pouring so much love and care into my hair grew my love for it naturally. It's just the same idea of like when you really like something, you take care of it, and like the more we take care of it, the more we treasure it. Even with this though, I still struggled with really like embracing my hair in all of its states, mainly when it wasn't done in a style. That was kind of when I had my big my big transformation moment. Like, it was just a milestone moment for me when I got to a point where I could go outside like with my twist, which was just my twist for the twist out, not twist to wear outside. And I could go outside with just like my fro out, like just my fro out, unstyled, uncurled, all of that, and be good. I honestly got to that point again out of just being tired of trying to hide parts of my hair. Like, obviously, when you go outside, you want to be your most presentable self. But, I mean, what do we define as presentable? You know what I mean? And so, there were times where, like, I had my little twist in, for a twist out, but I thought the twists were kind of cute. And you know, maybe they weren't fully dry, and I didn't have time to like sit there with a blow dryer and wait for it to dry before I had to go somewhere. And I'm like, you know what? So like, okay, this may not be like considered the cutest hairstyle, but I feel like it's kind of cute, so why not? It was like doing those, having those moments with my hair and just like going for it, just like, you know what, I'm gonna face my fear, I'm gonna go outside. I may not feel the most confident right now, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And just forcing myself into those situations helped me realize that this was like a fear that I had to overcome. Not to say that these fears aren't valid. Like, people are judgmental of our type of hair, you know, type 4 hair. People are judgmental. People call it names. People, like, we didn't just wake up one day and think our hair was ugly because it's ugly. Like, no, society has given us message after message after message that there's something wrong with our hair. I had to really just fight against that until I just didn't care anymore. And it really forced me to do more deep digging about, again, what I defined as beautiful. This also brings up like what even is beauty, because it's so subjective. How do we measure it and define it, and you know what I mean? But yeah, so like I had to say to myself, you know, affirmations that my hair is simply beautiful because it is, because it exists. That's it, period. And also, like, I had to really remind myself that my hair is just one part of me. It doesn't define me. Like India Ari said, nah, I can't sing. It's work with me here. Cause the way I wear my hair make me a better person. That song got me through a lot of days. That's something else I do recommend real quick. Make you a playlist of songs, videos, movies, whatever that is really going to just get you up on those down days, because we all have bad hair days. We all just have days when we're just not feeling our best. But since this video is about hair, we all have those bad hair days where we really just be sitting there like, dang, should I just go back to a perm? Like, this ain't working out, this is a mistake, I don't know. You know, and we have to remember those are just moments. It's just temporary. The feeling is temporary. I used to watch all of those natural hair inspiration video compilations. I used to love those. Just like seeing all these other people embracing their natural hair and all the different textures and styles and lengths really helped me to remember that mine was also just as beautiful. So in the end, I kind of came to the conclusion, why spend so much energy disliking something I can't change? You know? We should really ask ourselves that question, not just about our hair, but about a lot of things. Asking myself this question helped me to still love and accept my hair even on the bad days. It helped me to not let the hair days where I just felt like my hair was not doing what I wanted it to do. It helped me to not let those days define how I felt about my hair overall. It allowed me to simply just see those days for what it was. You know, today it's a bad hair day. You know, today my hair is not cooperating with me. It's not doing what I need. It's doing what it wants. It's okay. Let me just throw it in a bun, put a little scarf on it, call it a day. You know, I got out of that like downward spiral of your hair's not working. Then you're sitting there like,
it's not doing what I want. Now my outfits don't look right. Cause my hair don't look right. Makeup don't look right. Now his hair is everything off. Now it's ugly. Now I can't go nowhere. I'm just stay up.
So yeah, asking myself that question again just allowed me to accept that your hair is simply one part of you and is not going to be perfect all the time. Nobody's hair is. So in the end, accepting my natural hair in all of its states, the ones that I liked and the ones that I didn't like, helped me to not let bad hair day, I hate that I keep saying that, but it's such the phrase, really like ruin my self-esteem. Overall, I want to say that this really takes practice. I know this is probably like a 15-minute video of my like 9 years of experience. I don't know how long the video gonna be yet. I hope it's not 15 minutes, but I've been talking a lot, so I don't know what time I'm on right now. But yeah, I didn't get to this place overnight. It takes work to really combat negative thoughts. It takes practice to do it. Each time I was having a negative thought about my hair, I replace it with a positive. All right, Diamond, what are you feeling right now that's making you speak negatively to your hair? Let's remember the moments when you really liked your hair. Is that all just down the drain because you don't like your hair right now in this moment? This journey of accepting my natural hair has led me down so many other paths of accepting many parts of myself that I'm insecure about. And it's given me a framework to work through those things as well. And this whole journey has really shown me that self-love truly starts with self-acceptance. Learning to love and embrace your natural hair when you don't is not easy, but in the end it's really worth it. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy with how I felt during this video. I hope I feel the same way when I'm editing it. We'll see what happens. But I actually recorded a video on this topic last summer and I just wasn't feeling the flow. But this time around, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident. I'm just a lot more ready. And so, yeah, thank you so much for supporting and watching. Before I officially say bye, I would love to know where you are in your natural hair acceptance journey. When did you start fully embracing your natural hair? And if not, kind of what's stopping you? Like, what's getting in the way? You know, I want to just give a quick disclaimer that there's no right or wrong answer to these questions. There's also no way to measure this stuff. I love talking with people. I love conversation. And I really do want to engage with y'all, discuss this with y'all, and just talk with y'all because this is real. It's real. I'm gonna put the questions in the description box. And yeah, thank you so much again for watching this and have a good day, y'all.